formation of DNA from the DNA strand. In this replication process, cell use four types of enzymes, that is DNA polymerase, helicase, ligase or primase. DNA polymerase help to joining the DNA on the DNA strand. Helicase enzyme first find out the replication point, ORI, origin of replication, and it helps in the breaking of the hydrogen bond between the two nucleotide base pairs. Ligase enzyme helps to ligase or join or add some nucleotide sequence or basically add the fragments of DNA. Primase enzyme helps in the formation of new RNA strand, that is nothing only just a small fragment of RNA. So this is our DNA strand. Replication. For the replication, first helicase enzyme find the origin, find the area from where we have to start the replication, and after finding that area, it helps to break the hydrogen bond. After breaking the hydrogen bonds, this area of DNA will separate from each other. So these two strands will separate from each other. This part of DNA is known as replication bubble. After separating the DNA strand, the opening of the DNA is known as replication bubble. At this replication bubble, from where the replication has to be started, that point is known as ORI, origin of replication. So from this ORI, replication will start from there. The half part of this replication bubble is known as replication fork. So this is the one part of replication fork, and it is another part of replication fork. At the fourth end of this replication bubble, replication similarly happens. So this is one replication fork. The polarity of replication fork 3 prime, 5 prime, 5 prime, 3 prime. DNA polymerase has two drawbacks. First, DNA polymerase always forms new strand from 5 prime to 3 prime polarity. And the second thing is, it needs a primer before starting the polymerization. A small strand of RNA, that is called primer, with the help of primase, it attaches to the DNA strand. After attaching, DNA polymerase comes and attached on this strand and help to make a new DNA strand easily. So 5 prime to 3 prime. So this is the leading strand. On the polarity of the template is 3 prime to 5 prime. On the another strand, that has the polarity 5 prime to 3 prime. In this strand, DNA polymerase has to make new strand oppositely, because it always make new strand 5 prime to 3 prime, but the polarity is already there 5 prime to 3 prime. So for the making new strand 5 prime to 3 prime, it needs to start from that polymerization from the inner side. So this is a primer who make the new strand, again primer. So DNA polymerase always needs to go back and make strand, again and again. This process will happen. So that is why we found small fragments of DNA. This strand is known as lagging strand, where we found the continuous DNA called as leading or continuous strand, and where we found the fragments of DNA is called as lagging or non-continuous strand. These strands of DNA are known as Okazaki fragments. After formation of these two strands, the ligase enzyme helps to remove this primer and joining these strands. So this joining of strands is occurred due to the help of ligase enzyme. Through this process, all the strands of DNA will replicate. So through this process, all the strands of DNA replicate from both sides. So this is the DNA replication. Our next topic is protein synthesis. So what is protein synthesis? So as we can see from this central dogma says that the formation of DNA from the DNA is known as replication, and the formation of protein from the DNA is known as protein synthesis. This process occurs in two parts. First, transcription, which is the formation of RNA from the DNA, and the second one is translation, the formation of protein from the messenger RNA. So this step-by-step process is known as central dogma. So for the protein synthesis, first we have to study about the transcription. In this transcription, the main enzyme is RNA polymerase. At DNA strand, There are many protein information on our DNA strand. So complete DNA strand never do protein synthesis at the same time. Particular step, particular area of DNA do photosynthesis according to the requirement of that protein. So which area, which part of DNA who does the protein synthesis at a particular time is known as transcription unit. In this transcription unit, we see the three parts. First part is promoter site, middle one is structural gene, and the end one is terminator. Promoter, structural gene, terminator. Promoter is the site of DNA who helps to bind the RNA polymerase. It helps to detect the information of the DNA, where the information starts or where not. This structural gene is the area who contains the information about the genes, about the protein sequence. Terminator is the site of DNA who inform RNA polymerase to terminate the process. The first step of protein synthesis is transcription. In this, the formation of messenger RNA from the DNA occurs. For this process, we need some enzymes. First is RNA polymerase, second is a protein that is called sigma factor, and third one is another protein that is called rho factor. So with the help of these three enzymes, transcription takes three steps. First is initiation, second is elongation, and the third one is termination. So in this DNA strand, at a particular point where the transcription happens, the first step, initiation, starts. For the initiation, we need two enzymes. From this transcription unit, helicase enzyme comes and opens these hydrogen bonds to make separate these strands. This area is called transcription bubble. In this transcription bubble, at the promoter site, RNA polymerase plus sigma factor attached to the promoter site and initiate the transcription process. That is why this step is called initiation. In the second elongation step, newly synthesized messenger RNA is secreted. So elongation is the process of the formation of messenger RNA by joining the nucleotides in a sequence. Step on which the messenger RNA forms is known as non-coding strand, and another strand is called as coding strand. Third step is termination. In that termination, it is the step where the formation of messenger RNA stops. For this step, on the RNA polymerase enzyme, there is another one Rho factor get attached to make the process stop. So after attaching the Rho factor, the termination of transcription occurs and the newly synthesized messenger RNA comes out from that transcription bubble. So this is the transcription. After this process is occur inside the nucleus, and from that, and at the end of this process, newly synthesized messenger RNA will come. Processing of messenger RNA. In this step, after making messenger RNA from the transcription process, that RNA had to go inside the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm have many digestive enzymes which can degrade that messenger RNA. So before going into the cytoplasm, RNA has to be protected. So for the protection processes on the messenger RNA for protecting them, but that process are called as processing of messenger RNA. So in this step, so there are two processes. First is splicing and second is capping and tailing. In the splicing, after the transcription from DNA to RNA, the RNA copying all the information from the DNA. DNA itself has some non-coding sequence as well as coding sequence. So for removing that non-coding part, we need to splice the DNA. The coding part is known as exons. The non-coding part of DNA, which is based for the process of protein synthesis, is known as introns. With the help of nuclease enzymes, we cut this RNA into slices, into fragments. Exon important. Exon 1, intron 1, exon 2, intron 2, exon 3. So intron 1 and intron 2 has the non-coding part which is not useful for us. So we need to remove this part. So after removing, we found only exon 1, exon 2, exon 3 by with the help of ligase enzyme. We join these fragments. So now this messenger RNA has only the coding part, only useful part. Second step is capping and tailing. In the capping, at the 5' end, cell attach a chemical compound that is known as G-methyl thiophosphate at the 5' point, which protect this part. On the 3' polarity, cell add many adenine, one by one, around 2 to 300 adenine in a sequence. So this part is known as poly A tail, and the process is called as tailing. So this is capping and tailing. Now this RNA is completely ready to come into the cytoplasm for the process of transcription.